morning, everybody. Is it still morning? Good morning. How y'all doing? Good, good. So a couple things as I was sitting here. I think that Fatima and Monica, man, they killed it. And the stuff, to hear young people speak like that so eloquently and say those things the way that you all did is just so encouraging. So I think they need another mic. Other thing that was honoring is these teachers who stood up. I see some of these teachers in rows. I thought they was kids. I ain't gonna lie. I was going younger than me, but this is good. It's a blessing to have you guys here. The other thing is that it's a blessing to be a blessing. Man, how cool. So before I start, I need to say a couple things. First off, I'm not going to talk long because most of y'all don't want to hear me and they don't pay attention or remember what I said, especially your graduates, but I want you to try to focus on some things. So thank you to Dr. Hill for the invitation, to the board, to the staff, to the leader of the school, to everybody. I thank you for being able to be here. It's an honor for me to be here, and I want y'all to know I've been up since 2:45 this morning, and I'm still here because I want to be here with you guys, so it's a cool thing. Next thing we're going to do real quick is, I love coming to graduations in the city, because there's way different than going other places. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to let these graduates know how proud we really are of them. So 1, 2, 3, get up on your feet and shout out your baby's name. As a matter of fact, my 5-year-old unofficially kind of graduated from preschool yesterday, so I'm in the graduation spirit. First off, my kids have ranged from 30 to 5, to 3 actually. Who does that? I'm so glad to be here to get a break from them kids. So anyway, but there's some emotions, you know. I don't care what level you graduate from. There's just some emotions that you always have. Every graduate has these emotions. The first one is excitement. Because just like Fatima talked about, this day they thought would never come. And so many people have not made it to this day. Some people y'all know didn't graduate. So excitement is the first one. The next two are anxiety and fear. So you have the excitement for the accomplishment you made, but anxiety about the change. And fear for the future. So when I graduated from high school at Cass Tech in 19 blah, 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 I had no idea what this new life would look like. Yes, I had a plan. Yes, I got accepted into college. Yep, I was leaving in the fall to go to Michigan State. But I really didn't have a concept of what I was doing. All I knew was that this was one of the happiest days of my life and one of the biggest changes that ever occurred in my life. Ultimately, the excitement I had was overshadowed by fear, anxiety, and frustration. And that actually happened on that day. See, on my graduation day in 19, after the ceremony was over, I met up with several of my family members, as you all will do today, that were waiting to celebrate me. But one very important person was missing. She never made it that day. Not because her car wouldn't start. Not because she had a car accident. Not because she couldn't get off work. but she never made it because she was more concerned about getting high than coming out and supporting her son. Though today is a day of celebration, at some point in life, you'll feel the fear, anxiety, hurt, frustration, and disappointment. But there are some keys to overcoming this, and I want y'all to hear and understand this. Use that fear and all those emotions as fuel. Fuel to be determined to learn from every mistake that you make. Because a mistake is nothing but a missed opportunity that if you learn from, guess what? You get a chance to do it again. Have that fuel to be determined that you can make it. Have the fuel to never give up on yourself, just like Fatima just said. Even if your life doesn't turn out like you think it should, when you think it should, you're in the right place at the right time. Have that fuel to know that you are worthy to be celebrated. You stole all the stuff in my speech. Have the fuel to know that you're worthy to be celebrated. So no matter who doesn't show up or who does show up for you, you deserve all the accolades you get because y'all worked hard to get to this point. That's what I'm talking about. My high school graduation day was one of the biggest changes in my life, like I said. And we know change is scary. How many of y'all know change is scary? How many of y'all adults know change is scary? Your kids will get it in a minute. You may start by being fearful. Fearful because you are the very first. The first in your family to graduate from high school. You might be the first in your family to go to college. You might be the first in your family to go to the military. You might be the first in your family to go to trade school. You might be the first one in your family that doesn't know what they're going to do when they graduate. But the bottom line is this. If you continue to use that fuel, that fear fuel to push your ambitions, you'll find your path. If there was never a first, then there would never be an only. And if there was never an only, there'd never be more. If there was never a first Martin Luther King, we wouldn't have all the other people who've come. We wouldn't have Barack Obama. If there's never a first, there can never be an only. If there's never an only, there can never be more. Even if you're the first, don't let that fear intimidate you. I was the first one in my immediate family to go to college and graduate. Now I have one son who has a master's degree, a daughter who has a law degree, and another son working on a bachelor's degree. And I'm so proud of them. But their diplomas and degrees are not why I'm proud of them. That's not why I say they're successful. I have another son who didn't get any of those things, but I'm just as proud of him because of the content of the character, because of who he is. Make sure your character represents who you say you are. Most people see material things as a gauge for success. A high school diploma, a college degree, a big house, a fancy car, TikTok likes, Instagram likes, Facebook followers. Those are all cool things. They're real dope. That's dope stuff. But what good is money and material things if it still makes you miserable? Somebody had Diddy. I did. Because you can have all the money in the world and still chase something that you never get. Success should not be defined by society. Success is defined by you. Success is defined by what you learn from your tragedies and your triumphs. The main reason that I'm standing here speaking to you today is because I turned a tragedy into a triumph. Growing up as a kid, I always thought I wanted to be a child psychologist until I got to college. When I got to college, I took criminal justice classes, and I fell in love with criminal justice. That's when I thought I decided to be a police officer. It turns out that that wasn't the case. One day I was talking to my cousin on the phone after being a police officer for like 5 or 6 years. I hadn't talked to her in a very, very long time, and so she called me up, and we're having this long conversation. all the time and used to say, you're going to put all the drug dealers in jail. I turned tragedy into triumph. My father died when I was 5 from a heroin overdose. And I never knew I wanted to be a police officer. At least I didn't remember it. But that was the calling that I was supposed to walk in. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm on TV every day. That's why I can run a business. That's why I can talk to you, because I turned that tragedy into triumph. I believe that the key to success is doing what you love for a living. I get to do it every day, y'all. I get up at 2:45 Monday through Friday. That part sucks. But once I'm up, I get to be on TV every day, y'all. Is that dope? How many of y'all think that's dope? Throw the peace out if you think it's dope to be on TV every day. It's dope. It's a blessing to bless others. And being able to bless others in your own family at the same time. Whatever it is you do in life, do it to help somebody else. And your blessings will come. If you ever start to feel like you're not where you're supposed to be in life, just push through. Push that thought right out of your mind. Because like I said, you're supposed to be where you are. As long as you continue to learn the lessons that you need to learn, you'll be successful. I'm going to wrap this up. Sometimes graduations are referred to as graduation ceremonies or graduation exercises. How many of y'all heard that, right? Graduation ceremonies or exercises? As I started to prepare to talk about this speech, I did some research because I thought, why is it called graduation exercise? And though I looked up the definition of graduation, it was a little unimpressive. It was basically receiving an academic diploma. Now, I wasn't satisfied with that simple definition, so I said, I need to figure out what the word graduation means. So I looked up the word graduation word. I looked up the word graduation and found the Latin base of that. That's the base of the word. The base of the word is grad. Grad is so deep. The word grad literally means to step. When you combine grad, which is step, with exercise means activity requiring physical effort carried out to sustain and improve your health and fitness. What you need to understand today, people, young people, is this graduation exercise is nothing more than a step to get you where you need to be in life. But you can't stop stepping. Whatever it is that you decide to get, if you decide to get a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, a skilled trade certificate, become a police officer, a firefighter, whatever it is, an entrepreneur, go to the military, you complete basic training, you have to keep setting goals for yourself. You have to always continue to learn and be better. In a few minutes, you all will be graduates. You're taking that step. That just means you got to continue to step your game up. Continue to let your character go before you and represent who it is that you say you are. And continue to move to that next level in whatever you do. Put God first. Put your family first. Move in faith and just keep stepping. Y'all be all right. God bless you guys.